Welcome to this exciting video where I'm going to turn this $8 account to at least 15,000. So make sure you watch the video to the end, and I promise to provide you with inspiring and qualitative information that can help you in your trading career. So make sure you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up so that you don't miss when I post a new video. So the main aim of this video is to provide my wife with a car that she requested earlier, and also since it's Valentine, I'm also going to make sure that I provide something for my mom. So I've planned to buy them cars. So there's no way I can just buy my wife a car and then just let my mom have the one my wife was using. So it's kind of not fair. So I decided I can try to raise this $8 account so that I can provide both of them with brand new cars. So make sure you buy your loved ones anything for this Valentine. It's actually very important because you don't want to regret the moments that you had or the times you could have gifted your loved ones with something. Whether it's your girlfriend, your wife, your mom, your brother. Oh no, not your brother. I mean, your brother can get something for himself. Anyway, without wasting much of your time, let me jump right into it. So I started off with jump 50. So in this one, I'm going to use a 15-minute time frame. So as always, you have to draw the lines of confluence. So this one is the latest lower low that I drew, which marks the latest lower low or the support that was created. So at this point, the market cannot just break through, but then it went up to test that resistance that was created by the lower highs. So after it tested that resistance, it broke to the upside. So another thing we have to note is that shadow zone where I've put that marks the resistance that was created before the channel was formed. So at this point, we have seen that there was a breakout. So at this breakout, we know that the market is supposed to buy. So you can choose to wait in the market until there is a retest, but you can go aggressively whereby you can just buy. So you don't really go full margin because there is a risk that the market can just retest and blow your account. For example, this is what has happened. As you can see, it has blown my account to 11 cents. So in the 4-hour time frame, I was hit by that long red candle marked by that arrow. So it's actually the one that blew my account. So the market is still in the same channel, which means we can still get a trade from it. But however, this time I'm going to be careful. So I asked Sagex, my former teacher, to fund my account so I can raise it again. So he funded my account with $8. Well, that's just because he knows that I can raise it. Shout out to him, by the way. He's a great guy. Go and follow his channel and also subscribe so that you don't miss on any important updates that he posts. He's a great guy. So he told me not to blow the account. So I'm going to make sure that I keep the account as alive as possible. So in the same jump 50, I'm going to redraw the lines and make sure that I trade another setup. So the first thing that we do is draw that resistance. So right now we've only changed the perspective. Back then we were using the 15-minute time frame. So that's another disadvantage of using the 15-minute time frame. You can get a lot of fake outs. As you can see, there was a fake out, but however, this time I'm going to use the 4-hour time frame so that I don't repeat the same mistake. So this is a falling wedge. I'm sure you all know what a falling wedge is. So how to trade the falling wedge is quite easy. You always make sure that the market doesn't break to the downside, but rather it breaks to the upside. This is quite simple, as I always say in my videos. So currently the market is sitting at the support line of both the trailing support and the fixed support. So at this point, we all know that the market is going to break to the upside. So at this point, it's a simple buy because the market can never break to the downside, as I always say. So I've executed the market. It's now time to see the results. Remember, these two women are actually waiting for the Valentine gift, so I have to make sure that I make it up to them so that I don't disappoint. So if you respect women as much as I do, make sure you leave a thumbs up so that I know I'm not alone. So as you can see, right now I'm in $33 profit. This is a lot. I'm going to hold it longer so that I can try to make sure that it breaks to the upside. So let's wait for it and see. So in terms of take profit, we just put it at the beginning of that channel that was formed. So this is the next resistance line. But however, the market retraced. Now I'm back in $20, as you can see. But you know, seems like the bears are very powerful. So I'm just going to close and look for another trade elsewhere. So right now I'm in $20. I've actually recovered the loss that I made earlier, and I'm going to visit the jump 10. So in the jump 10, this is a channel, as you can see, without even drawing anything. It's actually a channel. So this is a rising wedge. The first thing that we always do, even though you think it might not be important, you have to make sure that you draw these lines. These are the support lines that I have drawn. Those two lines are the support lines, and also you draw the resistance line. So the resistance line is marking the higher highs that was created. So the higher highs connect all those peak areas so that you know where the market is going to do retest and where the market is going to do a pullback. So right now the market currently hit that resistance line at the area where I've put the shadow zone, and then another shadow zone was created by the higher high that was previously created. So these two areas are important. So as they are important, you have to make sure that you utilize them when you're making your trading decision. From another perspective, we can look at it this way. So in 4-hour time frame, we have seen that the market is in an uptrend. So in an uptrend, we can look for reversal patterns. So one of the most powerful reversal patterns is a double top. That is for an uptrend, and for a downtrend, it's a double bottom. So as you can see at that top area, there was more like a double top where the market failed to pass through that shadow zone twice. So it means it has created two lines, and then now it's back at the neckline. So this is quite simple. We already have two confirmations that the market is going to sell. So it's now time to execute the market. So this is actually the illustration I was talking about, where I have put the shadow zone that is marking the two tops that was created, and then the shadow zone I'm drawing is marking the neckline. So now you know what to do. So if you don't know how to trade this, I've actually done some videos whereby I explain how this pattern goes. So you can just look in the description. I'm going to put the link of how to trade the double top and the double bottom. So this is the current position, but this is actually how it's going to move for the next hours. So it's now time to execute the market, and then I've thoroughly drawn everything, where the market is going to do pullbacks, and also where the market is going to respect the lines of confluence and all those rally-based rallies. So there are many patterns in this chart. So make sure you join the Telegram group. I'm going to explain these, especially this pattern where I've actually drawn everything, how the market is going to move for the next day or so. But however, I'm going to make sure that you understand this thoroughly, because I can take more than 30 minutes just explain this pattern. But however, I have a wife to buy a car for, and my mother, of course. Shout out to all those who love their mothers as much as I do. Anyway, back to the video. As you can see, I've executed the market, but I'm not forgetting that I still have a small account, so I'm not going to put a lot of positions. I'm just going to make sure that I sustain the market, because this is a clear sell. The market is going to sell for a very long time, and I'm going to hold it. So for you to see clearly, I'm going to clear some lines so that you can see. Now we are in $13 profit. This is a lot. Let's continue holding. So make sure you are patient enough to wait for this trade to happen, because it can take very, very long. However, I'm lucky, I'm very patient. So after some time, we're in $30 profit. The account has already been doubled. So I'm going to continue holding. Remember, I have somewhere to be. I have something to do. So I'm going to be aggressive, because I need a lot of money. So I've actually closed, and I'm going to put more positions. So closing is actually good, because you can get more leverage to pull more trades. So after I closed, I'm going to execute the same market jump 10 again, so that I can maximize on the analysis that I've already made. So there was a breakout at that point. I'm not going to wait for the retest again. I know it's dangerous, but I've already done the analysis, and I'm going to continue holding. I'm going to be very aggressive and make sure I collect as much profit as possible. As you can see, now we are in $93 profit. This is a lot. I'm going to continue holding again. So I'm not going to put the stop loss, but in terms of take profit, I'm going to put it at the next area of confluence, that is the resistance line that was created by a higher low. And then now we are in $200 profit. The take profit that I've put is almost hit, and I'm going to continue holding. But then sometimes, you can just think of closing, because losing this amount of money is very, very, very bad. You can actually lose your sense. But however, if you're a forex trader, you know how to manage your emotions. So the next take profit is at the next area of confluence. As you can see, I've put two different take profits to make sure that you choose the one that you want in any scenario that looks like this. So this is important to know. And then now I've closed, I'm in $374 profit. I'm going to visit volatility 100. So volatility 100 is one of my favorite charts. I'm going to make sure that I utilize this pattern. Anyway, this is a double bottom, as you can see, as I always explain, in the 5-minute time frame. So the 5-minute time frame isn't that powerful, So whatever analysis that you do, you must always know that it's risky to do it in 5-minute time frame. But however, if you are a guru, or if you are a very, very, very big risk taker, sometimes you can just take the risk. But I'm not advising you to use 5-minute time frame as your analysis time frame. I advise you to use the 4-hour time frame and at least the 1-hour time frame. Anything below that, use only that for confirmation. So this is for candlestick confirmation and other chart patterns confirmation. So I've executed the market simple analysis. Double bottoms, you always buy at the neckline where the market is currently in right now. It is just passed it through the neckline, and then after some time I'm in $400 profit. As you can see in the 5-minute time frame, the market went up, and maybe I can close because I've already collected much. So this is nice. I don't even know what to say. In terms of take profit, you always know where to put it. So as you can see, my take profit was actually hit at 4, and now my account is in 402, and I have a $615 profit. So the market is still going to continue going up, but I'm not going to hold it that longer. I'm just going to close and look for other trades elsewhere. So this is called diversification, whereby you specialize in a lot of patterns or analysis or strategies. So now I've closed. I'm in 1,106. This is a lot. Let's continue going up. How much is a car, by the way? I just have to make sure that I at least get twice the amount of a car, so that I can just buy 2 cars for the 2 most important women in my life. I know some of you are saying, you don't have to do that for women, but if I don't do it for them, then who would I do it for? My brother, my friend? I mean, they are not worth it. They can just do it for themselves. Anyway, back to the video. This is a rising wedge. Do you need me to explain further? Anyway, this is why I'm here. Okay, so in the 4-hour time frame, I've drawn the lines of resistance and the lines of support. These 2 lines are marking a channel that is a rising wedge. So rising wedges don't break to the upside 9 times out of 10, but sometimes you can just be unlucky. It can just break for you to lose your money, of course. Anyway, so now I've actually seen that the market is going to break to the downside, but however, there was a strategy in the 30-minute time frame whereby the market did a best drop. So the market is now supposed to do the drop. So it did a drop from that up point, and then created a consolidation that is the base, and then now it's going to do another drop. So now we have 2 confirmations: the rising wedge breakout and the best drop strategy. So with those 2, you can actually confirm that the market is going to sell. And now I've sold, and I'm going to wait for the results. So after selling, you can just go and grab a cup of coffee and just wait for your money, and maybe scroll on the internet to see how much cars cost. And I also need another idea from you. What kind of a car should I buy for my mom and for my wife? Anyway, just drop it in the comment section. And then now, as you can see, I'm not going to explain that take profit. I've already explained it in the previous trade. However, it's always important to mark those resistance, or rather support lines, that I'm marking with the shadow zones. So this lines show you where the market is going to face challenges by the bulls, because right now the bears are currently in power, but the bulls can get in power anytime. So you have to find indicators of that. And then I've closed, I'm in 1,800. Let's look for trades in the euro card. So in the euro card, this is the first currency that I'm going to trade in this video. So currencies are quite tricky because sometimes they can be very volatile, but I am forex comrade and I know what I'm going to do. So the first thing that we do, like always, we put the lines of confluence, the resistance and the support. These two lines, you know what they do anyway. This trend line was not a trend line, but this line shows that the market was in an uptrend, so we look for reversal patterns. So the market formed a shoulder and then it went down and then went up to create a higher high that is the head. So after that, it also broke a structure that it formed. So this is a break of structure whereby the market broke the resistance line that it had followed for quite a number of times. So the market broke on that line where I'm putting the arrow, and then so now we know that the bears are starting to get in power, and also the market went up for a retest but was forced to go back down again by that line where I have put the shadow zone. So this marks that the market is actually being controlled by the bears, because the bears took over on that break of structure. And also there was a drop-based drop strategy as I have drawn like in the previous trade. So I'm going to execute the market and see how much I can get from this one. Anyway, just don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below on what kind of cars I can buy for my mom. Of course, don't suggest bad cars. I hate repairing and other things. Anyway, as you can see, this one is quite tricky. I'm not going to hold it for long. However, for take profit, you can just put it at that next area of confluence. But however, I'm not going to hold it for that long. I'm just going to close at 200. I think that's enough, because you know, currencies, they don't require you to stay off the market for some time, because they can just escalate at any time. There can be news, there can be a lot of things, so you don't really have to stay off the market for a very long when you are in a currency trade. Anyway, I'm in $2,029. I'm going to trade boom, one of the easiest but rather most difficult chart. So in the boom 1000, I'm going to, as you can see, the market was in an uptrend again. So we look for reversal patterns. So how do we identify that the market has started the reversal? First thing is that double top, or rather the market failed to touch the last higher high that was created, which means the bears are starting to get in power again. And then the market has to retest the support line that was once the resistance that was created by the higher high prior to the latest high high. So these areas make you know where the market is going by showing you the break of structures, or rather the failures of break of structures that happened. So the market failed to break the structure at the top that was created by high high. So the market is just simply going to sell because the bears are starting to get in control. So at this point, this is boom 1000, so it means we are going against the spikes. That's not really a good thing, going against the spikes. Anyway, if we lose, we lose. Let me execute. Now I've executed the market and I'm going to see how much it can get me. So the best thing about boom is that when you execute, you just take less than a minute, you'll be in profit. You can actually start cheering up for that trade until the spikes come. Anyway, the spikes are not going to come. They're actually afraid of forex, comrade, by the way. I'm just kidding. I'm just like you guys, just with a little bit of extra effort and a battle hardened heart. I'm actually more like a Taliban, I'm battle hardened. Anyway, I also I would like it if you guys can be like me, or rather Sejex, and be these market makers, and because it's actually not a very, very good thing knowing that people are not profitable from the strategies that you give them. Anyway, I'm sure one of you or a lot of you are gaining important information. Just keep practicing and you will be there. If I tell you my story, I spent more than 6 years studying this thing and losing money. So if you think you are not going to turn the tables, then you need a little bit more faith, because I've been there and here I am. I'm actually spinning these accounts. Anyway, let's take a closer look in the 1 minute time frame. In the 1 minute time frame, as you can see, the market is doing a little bit of spikes, which means the bears are in power. The bulls are trying to fight back with some spikes, but then the bears can be very fierceful. But however, they actually got me on that one. So let's see how they got me. Let's look in the 1 minute time frame. They did 2 spikes. Anyway, I'm going to continue holding until the market reaches my take profit, because I need to use the money. So I asked around and people told me that it actually costs something like 8,000 to buy a car. So I'm just going to make sure that the market gives me at least 16,000 so that I can buy 2 cars. This life I chose for me. I could have just not get married and I would have my mother to sponsor only, not my wife again. Anyway, as you can see, the market actually broke to the upside. It actually reached the break even and went up. So I was in loss at some time, but the market went back down again. Now I'm in profit of 4,000. I'm going to continue holding for some time, of course. This is important. I hope you guys are enjoying and I hope you guys are learning something, because I really appreciate if you could give me a feedback on how you understand these things. Anyway, I think it's time to close, and maybe I was hit by a spike because I'm in 5,689. I closed in 6,000. I don't know what happened. Anyway, let's visit the gold USD. So this is tricky. This is very, very tricky. I just had to risk because I need the money. But however, this is very tricky because it's very volatile. However, if I lose the money, at least you get to learn. If I get the money, at least you get to learn. So either way, you're just going to learn either way. Anyway, the market is currently at the resistance, the trailing resistance at the top. And as I always say, the market doesn't break to the upside if it's a rising wedge. So this is a rising wedge. The market is just going to break to the downside. So I'm going to sell. I'm going to make sure that I utilize that fact and just collect the profit and run away. So this one I like to scalp because going full margin and a straight fist fight with this gold USD is fearful. As you can see, it's actually running towards my intended direction, and I'm making money. Now I'm in 11,000. So it's actually good to close because I've actually surpassed that 16,000. But however, it's a bit tempting. I'm going to hold it for long. Anyway, I think it's time to close. I don't want to lose this money. So I've closed. Now I'm in 19,086. So this was a lot. Now drop the comments in the comment section so that I know what kind of cars I should buy for my wife and for my mom. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please do not forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss on any important updates that I'm going to post. Don't forget to join my Telegram channel where I will put insights on how we are going to trade. Also, there will be a mentorship going on. You can also link me in the Telegram. I will put you in the program.